Good morning. How's it going? Just getting set up and we will run some games. Hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday. We're going to be doing some metagame challenge today. We're just getting everything set up audio-wise, getting the stream set up, and we will be able to go. We're going to run a bunch of different takes of Delirium today. I want to practice for my upcoming RCQ, so we'll get the games going. But I think we're good. Let me get the recording going for the VOD, and we will play some Magic. Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be continuing the metagame challenge on Arena. We played one the other day, and we got 5 wins. A very close game 3 that we ended up losing. But we're going to continue persevering, trying to farm those free packs. So for those new to the event, the metagame challenge is basically 2,000 gold to enter. You play until you get your first loss, and ideally you want to get 7 wins. With 7 wins, you are able to unlock 5,000 gold and 30 packs. Your break-even point's usually about 2 wins. This is best of 3 standard. It's usually a little bit more competitive. Words on a Sunday morning. But we will give this a go and just see how it plays out. Looking forward to doing some more games. We're going to be focusing today on playing variations of Gruul Delirium. I have an upcoming RCQ next weekend, so I want to practice that. So we got the 5 wins, and I put up the video with this sideboard guide. There's only one change I made to this list was switching the Pick Your Poison for Ghost Vacuum in the side. There's the new Omniscience combo deck that's been popping up over the weekend. So that is something that we want, just an additional graveyard hate piece along with the Keen-Eyed Curator. So this is kind of the default list. So we kind of have the idea there. What I wanted to try out for the first run today is a slightly different version, a little bit more in on the graveyard, but basically replacing a land and then the breakouts for Say Its Name as well as Altenac. So Say Its Name lets us self-mill at a little bit more of an aggressive rate. It's a sorcery, which is meaningful, and it lets us kind of cheat out Altenac as another win condition. The reason this, because with Ghost Vacuum, it's usually 1 card per turn that they can exile, so they can kind of outpace it. This lets us put more cards in the graveyard at the time. The only other change I made was identical with Ghost Vacuum. If we're going to be encountering a lot more graveyard hate, depending on how these mana bases go, I might end up switching a card or 2 in the sideboard. Notably, the Royal Treatments and the Snakeskin Veils do get a little worse post-board, or even just with all the Nowhere to Runs, because there's kind of less instances that the protection matters. The one thing I did want to try as well is moving a 1-1 split. So I don't want multiple Royal Treatments because the roll tokens don't stack. But with this here, I want to give it a shot because someone pointed out it does create additional fodder to torch the tower. I kind of go with that. Yeah, so Violent Urge to me is one of the best cards in the deck. This is how you typically win. The way I describe the deck is it's an aggro deck, but it's kind of an aggro combo deck. You end up out of nowhere with Delirium just getting big double strikers. It's particularly good with trample effects. Like if you could establish Keen-Eyed Curator, Wildfire, Wickerfolk. You don't have like the mouse package that gives you that double strike, big blitz damage with Monstrous Rage, stuff like that. Even now, like think of it double strike with Altenac. Oh, could be another big thing. So it's something I do want to try out. I do really like this card. I kind of call this the 1-mana Embercleave at home. But we'll give this one a go. I'm not as certain with this one, with the Say Its Name. If it doesn't work out, we'll go back to our original. But I wanted to give this a shot to see if this kind of variation works a little bit better. The other thing that was maybe worth trying is instead of the protection effects, we do Audacity. Instead, it gives us a cheap 1 mana. It gives us trample, and it makes it a little bit better. Thanks all for the luck, but let's jump into some games. Oh, let's check what are red and black spells. That seems good for a deck playing red spells. Make sure we queue up the right one. So this is our test version. With the other one, I'm like 10-1 so far in matches, which is encouraging. I do want to get more reps with it. So part of this is going to be us testing out various configurations. I have a general idea what I like, but I do want to kind of, along the edges, fine-tune it. So this hand is pretty bad. We're going to mulligan. We'll keep this hand. I think it is a Violent Urge back. So Say Its Name could also speedrun getting... So mono white tokens can be a rough matchup. They do have both Rest in Peace as well as Authority of the Consuls. I think here... This has the highest likelihood of finding me also an additional land. I think that's fine. Delirium is established as well now, which is nice. So I think we set up for the combo next turn. Hey, Kingston, Ontario or Kingston, Jamaica? Yeah, it's still Gruul Delirium, but we're trying out Say Its Name. I think we get rid of the other piece here. Nemesis could be good. So next turn I have like the Urge combo. So we'll see how they do their blocks. Beza would be a little annoying here. Torch isn't bad. I think the line, because they could Sunfall here, which would be kind of bad. So I do want to get Enduring off. Do this. I think another Nemesis. I think I want more gas. How do I want to play this? They could kill that. Like, it might be worth, like, holding the torch. But I want to get this off the battlefield. It's a blocker for this turn. They can make a token with Fountain Port. So not having the Trampler here is a little annoying. They do get the card draw. So they could Sunfall here. I think we get Nemesis out first. It's just more mana. Depends what they do this turn. They Sunfall if they just play like a random. Okay, Carrot Cake. It's usually worthwhile to keep milling yourself. Okay, Say Its Name could find another land. It's bad if we miss, so we'll save that, I think, for the following turn. The question, I think we're just gonna Nemesis this turn. Now they could Fountain Port to draw a card. I could double strike. If they do... This is a matchup where like the royal treatments and the snakeskin are good. Let's just see if we hit a line drop here. I think we keep that. So they could talent, make a token. They're tapped out. See if we could get a green source. Second wildfire is nice here. So I attack this turn. They'll gain 3 life, draw a card, get some blockers. This is just 12, unfortunately. We're 1 off. If I hit the green source, we would have been okay. Lands are a little annoying this game, but... I think we do this. And now we kill them this turn. Because usually for 1 mana they can't do anything at instant speed. Got him. Boom. So what did we beat? We bet Get Lost, Lay Down Arms, Get Lost, Destroy Evil, Sunfall. Woo! That is a tough matchup. So Snakeskin's got value here. Paw Patch is good. What did I add? Dragonfire's not that good. Paw Patch Recruit. So they very likely have Rest in Peace. So I think we take out the beasties. If they have Authority of the Consoles, it makes Forge worse. So I usually only board in like 2 Forges. Barrage is fine. It's a little tricky. I usually play Barrage. I don't like Frenzy because it's a lot of mana otherwise. I think we still keep a couple Nemesis. Because the problem is this can't attack or do anything. Say its name is at least still value. Do like Paw Patch. Torch is fine. We got the value there. We have the protection effects. Altanac could be if we need it. Maybe like 2-2 split kind of insulates me here. Ghost Vacuum probably is not going to have much utility. Pyroclasm's interesting, but not consistent enough. I think we go like this. This is a little bit of a tricky one because they have Rest in Peace and they have Authority of the Consoles, so you can't haste out stuff. Probably fine. Paw Patch is really good in this matchup. Another Violent Urge isn't great. I could start by trying to get Delirium going. Like a Wildfire Wicker Folk lets me push through some damage. Maybe I should have held that, set up the fear, put in the Violent Urge. I kind of want to hold Fear because I might be able to just draw a card in this matchup since it goes long. So here I could fail to find. That gives me Delirium, so I could double strike them. I could also FOMO. They don't take it this turn. I think we're just gonna take a chance to hit them for 10 here. It's a big chunk of damage. We're one more away from the Altenac. I don't think... Because, like, on resolution, this might not work. I think we keep a Nemesis here. It's another haste threat. Depending how they block, could also be reasonable. I think that's just lethal. So here, this would be 8 double strike. Too easy. So Sate's name there was pretty solid, enabling that early Delirium. We got that as a very nice kind of way to get things going. So on the board, they missed the land, but I think for mono white, they have to prioritize cheap removal. I guess the double carrot cake open's not bad, but I think on that turn, especially if you're missing a land drop, it might be better to just crack the thing. You gain 3 life, you gotta set up a scry. That's fine. If it's an aggressive deck, Meticulous Archive. Since this could be the Oculus combo, I think I just want to get aggressive here. So it's like Glyph. The question is, do I just go say its name or do I get this? I think I'm gonna do this. Honestly, another torch is probably fine. Because my thought is they'll attack with Schooner, whatever they try to explore on, I could torch the tower it. And then I have say its name. Okay, protection. Sure. See what we get here. Yikes. Spin and a whiff. I mean, we're one more Say Its Name away from just going off. Let's just get rid of this. Lord Skitter. Okay, weird deck. We got another Dragonfire in the tank. Was hoping for a creature there. Curator's nice. It's fine. That can't block. I guess that can block. It's fine. We'll end up trading here. Which I think is fine. I really don't know what I'm playing against, so it's a bit difficult to kind of navigate through. Land, instant, creature, sorcery. So I can do it all. That's fine. Is a reasonable follow-up? Did 2 challenges earlier, 4-1, 5-1, thank you. Yeah, it's gonna kind of ebbs and flows, I think, with the games. It can go... Oh, come on. Last 2 cards. I think we're gonna go... So they're taking the token. So I think we do this. Surge Engine's gonna be hard to race. Another Cenote, so 7, they gain 5. I think I'm still racing. Hey, stay tuned. You can find it on my Untapped. I'll link that in 1 sec. Jeez. We flood in. Flood in. Go to 10. Should be lethal. Alright, yeah, so this one is slightly different. This one is playing Say Its Name over the breakouts. So they're gonna do that, so... Probably just put it on Nemesis here. We're 1 off now. They just stay alive. If you are using the list from my video, just switch the Pick Your Poison in the sideboard to Ghost Vacuum. This is unblockable. Got him. Okay, that's... So they're like Esper-esque cookies. This version I'm uncertain of right now, so keep that in mind. Okay, so you become blue. What do you have otherwise? You had some white creatures, you had some Urtais, so Barrage could be okay. I'm gonna add in some stuff. This is a weird matchup again, so I don't know what I'm playing against. Frenzy could be okay. The Dragonfires seem kind of iffy, like they don't hit Schooner. Might want that. They have a lot of white-based removal, so I actually think Nemesis is kind of bad. Obliterating Bolt, sorcery speed, it does 4. They might have Rest in Peace, so that's a consideration if we see it for the next game. The only other thing is, like, do I want bolts? The Curator seems kind of bad in this matchup. Probably just a Cenote Scout. Okay, I think we do it like that. Cenote's probably like the lowest impact. I do think I want the Violent Urge. Line still might be more just creature dense. They did show quite a bit of removal. So maybe we do it like that. Yeah, let's run it like that. Yeah, I'm still on coffee and trying to figure out this run as we go, so this hand will not work. Okay, this hand's a little bit better. We'll put Altanak back. So Cenote Scout could help us hit a land. We want to land here. Binning Barrage kind of sucks. Just like some having styles, some not. So they can make it unblockable regardless, so we'll just hold off. Royal Treatment wouldn't have done it, so interesting line here. I could hold up Royal Treatment. I could just get Paw Patch going. I think we just get Paw Patch. The double Pain lands could come back to haunt us. Okay, we didn't see Virtue last game, so that wasn't something we were going to play around. I could try to hit a land. I can just Beastie. Hold up Royal Treatment. Right, because that'll put an instant in the yard too. They don't have white mana. Okay, so they have white mana now. I really don't know what I'm playing against in this matchup, so... Oh, I would have loved Violent Urge there. What are the chances they have a sweeper here? Yeah, it was like Surge Engine, Schooner, they have Myrex. but would have loved one of those lines. I think I want to hit a land here. It gives me the chance next turn to double spell, which is nice. Let's give him less information here. So the nice thing about Fear, it's discard, then draw, so we get a card off this. Pop Hatch could be reasonable if they try to play something big. They just have targeted removal. Maybe should have done it on Fear there. We just pass. I should have probably done the double strike there. I was thinking this was Urge. Missed out on 2 damage there. Sunblessed Cleric. No, you don't hit Artifact. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I think I do need to just try to draw a card here. Oh my god, now we're just gonna flood? So they Virtue here. Oh, I should have done the Ridge line. It would have given me another untap. We're in a bit of a rough spot. I'm not playing this one optimal. Because, yeah, FOMO takes me out there. Yeah, I probably lost this one. They get aggressive with the lion, maybe? We know more about their deck now. This is kind of the iffy part. Like invasions in here. Oh my god. There's hit removal. They drew pretty well there. So Curator in the exile removal could be relevant. Barrage probably has less utility, I would say. Doesn't seem like they're going that big. The instant speed exile could be relevant. Probably want to get as aggressive as possible. Paw Patch. Trim down to 2. I forgot this doesn't hit artifacts. In my mind, it was going to hit the artifacts, but could go Pyroclasm. We could go Scorching. Like, they have the virtues. Dragon Fire might be better than Paw Patch. Honestly, what is Paw Patch hitting other than Virtue? If we just try to kill their stuff, try to kill them faster, I guess we could... Yeah, but the thing is, Lauren's got so many targets in our deck that if it doesn't kill one of our creatures, it's fine. If they've shown reanimation and a bunch of targeted removal, I don't necessarily want. Because if they reanimate this, it's pretty bad. I might actually take Ghost Vacuum to eat at their yard. Let's try the Ghost Vacuum. This is a weird one. Hey Martin, it's on my Untapped. I'll get that link. This is a different version from the first list. 4 lands is a lot. I can loot one away. We have Say Its Name. I think we mulligan. Oh my god. Punish. So I think here I can try to get Delirium going earlier. This also can help me hit a land, but maybe let's start with this. Check out under events. Say Its Name, Altenac is replacing actually I'd rather keep this for... Okay, so they're gonna Unwanted Remake. Get FOMO here. You want Copperline Gorge? Because something cool I could do next turn, or in turns. We're trying this one out. The Say Its Name's been pretty good over Breakout. It fills our yard a lot faster. We haven't done the Altenac thing yet. I think we get this going. That's mana fixing. Because I can flip this next turn and you get 2 combat steps with the Forge. The creature would die, instead exile it. Beginning of your end step, rats you control. That's terrifying. So I can give double strike there. think we just set up for next turn. Try to draw a card here. This has Ward 2. Forge into Ren's obviously bad, but I can't really do anything there. That's bad. There, the removal. I mean, they got me. They got me! Jesus. Okay, we flooded like crazy. I can't really beat this. I mean, you gotta try. Maybe it was bait there. I can't do anything here. What a weird one. I lost. Alright. I mean, nobody plays Ren. That was a weird one. Maybe I could race them if I didn't do that double block. They had the removal though, so they were gonna get us. Does not look good, but I don't feel bad losing to just bruise. Let's go again. I did like the Saint's name though. That one was weird. Lauren like kills me. Yeah, it makes it a little bit difficult to properly play around things. Nice cut down. Probably wanted that, but so this will still be on. This dodge is cut down as well. Basically want as many dodge cut down style effects. The cool thing too is with Tishana's, if they Tishana this, you end up just getting a 3/3 that can attack. Okay, can we stop getting instants into the yard? Torch. I mean, it's gonna go into the yard anyways because of patchwork. I think we do this on their turn. Let's see. I I don't think I care about Flood Pits. If they want to shuffle it back, they can. I think we need to save this for Curiosity. Our flips have been really bad. Like, I've wanted all these spells, and instead we've just kept all the lands. I have 3 instants in the yard, so I can forgo 1. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They're both instants. That was my bad. Get them kind of confused, maybe. I want to get this to State of Delirium, but I might be forced to just cast it. Oh my god, stop with the lions. Can't do much if I'm just drawing. I've actually cut down lions in this list. Flashing Curiosity. Okay. We got that one, which is good. Exiling Curiosity is big. Now they do have this available, so we have to be mindful. Throated. Royal Treatment's not bad. Again, though. Love any of these cards to be in my hand. It could be getting priority because of Restless Reef. This version's still on Deep Cavern. Is that Anoint as the last card? Drowner, cut down. Holy lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Half the lines almost in our deck we've drawn. So not Curiosity. We have Paw Patch. We have Wildfire. I think we take Wildfire here. Like, Paw Patch is interesting because it gives us multiple bodies. That might be the way, because this could just die. Play out the lines. They could have the counter spell, that's why I did this. I don't think I'm willing to trade that. So Wildfire would have been better because it would have been an artifact. We could have then traded, still had a positive board. I don't necessarily think I... You know what, maybe we do. It just makes... It's iffy because like I could force him to hold up mana here. Another Say Its Name would be good. FOMO into like Say Its Name. We have 4 FOMOs. Oh, come on. What a draw. I mean, they tapped weird. That could be a saving grace, but...
Information is its own weapon.
We held back there, they would have to ninja and Kaido. Come on.
Just have to survive.
Okay, this is a cursed game. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get a Kaido, I get my 13th land. "13 lands.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Not even hitting the 3rd Say Its Name's annoying. If they Tishana, they block, they take 1, so... Tishana has to target. I just had curiosity. Can't do anything there. I mean, maybe if I get Altanak out next turn. Oh, I just let him draw a bunch of cards. You know, let's just go to the next game. Not gonna... When you draw 13 lands, it's not gonna help the case. So Dimir usually has Ghost Vacuum. So I usually will bring in Pyroclasms. The bolts can be good. Frenzy's iffy. I bring in this. Oh, thanks for stopping by. This is a slightly different version. We're trying out Say Its Name. Generally have liked it so far. It gets me a little bit deeper. Kina Eye is kind of the worst of the creatures. I do think in this iteration, if they're bringing in Graveyard Hate, trim a couple beasties. I don't know if they're going to have Ghost Vacuum or not. I think we still keep them. Since we bring in Pyroclasm, usually trim on the Cenote. Probably a Violent Urge. Call it a day. Kenai, it dodges some removal. It dodges cut down. A single copy's fine. We've been a little cursed the last 2 games. I don't think Dimir is necessarily a bad matchup. Like we were ahead, and then we drew like 4 lands in a row, and they drew Kaido and Snowball. So it's gonna happen that way. Like if we answered the first curiosity, which is good, kind of coming from that angle, but we try. We ended up losing the second run, so we got mono white tokens, and we lost to this weird Esper pile that had Vren. That just Vren is very good against our deck. It's a card that sees little to no play. We didn't see it for the first 3 games, or first 2 games, and then it just absolutely wrecked us. I don't think we can keep this hand. God, why? Why? Jesus. Like, what am I supposed to do? We just get so varianced. Give me a land. No, now give me a land. Of course. Alright, so I don't think this one's gonna last long. We could get Delirium on next turn. Should probably take Forge here. Forces me to use my Dragonfire on the Deep Cavern Bat. But if they like just Kaido next turn. Love this for me. So much fun. What if we gave you 13 lands and then never a land? I mean, if you give me a red source, this hand goes pretty hard. Red source. No! I'm losing it! Jesus Christ. Okay, red source. They have Kaido. Okay, you know what? I'm just... What was that? What was that? What in the ever-loving? I don't know how to answer that. We're just gonna forget that run ever happened. This hand is better. Probably put back this. A little awkward with the Verge because I can't go play on 1. Like, I'm not going crazy. That was some weird variance. Right? Right? I don't want to play Nemesis into potentially black-based removal deck without the Royal Treatment up, so it's probably just... It could just be budget Dimir lands. Ah. That's a good draw. Oh, nice. Honestly, just have fun with it. Like, we just had a game where I drew 13 lands and then didn't draw a single lands. So you want to look at something that's multi-type. So if you're like real on a budget, look at like the Duskmourn stuff, something that's an enchantment creature. You can also potentially look at the oh, I forget the talents. The one that's a fight effect, the uncommon. You could do Innkeeper's Talent. You want some number of enchantments for the deck to mill over. That's what's the big thing about that card. Cool. I will gladly take. So blue-black fairies. So I took out one of... So you can find it here. So I took out one of... Sorry, let me just play this turn out and then... So I took out one of the creature lands, so we're actually down to 20 lands. And then I took out the breakouts. The only other switch I did was pick your poison. I took it out of the sideboard and I played one Ghost Vacuum instead. So them tapping it down gave us +2 power. Hey, David. Violent Urge wins you more games than anything. You can use it proactively as well just to win creature combat. So also too, like, it lets you attack into a Glissa. So you can kind of go from there. Hey Jefferson, I did not try out Mutt. I actually looked through my collection. I don't own a single Mutts, which makes it a little annoying to... I don't think I could get a copy of it before my RCQ. Because it's just like this weird uncommon. Yeah, so they're gonna lose lifelink here. So I don't love Ren right now, that's the reason I cut it. Let's try to find a land. I just want to hold up Royal Treatment. So I've played all the runs with Delirium. You can find the 2 decks that I did. The only difference between this version here, we're trying out Say Its Name Altenac. The other version we were playing Breakout. And then the only sideboard change I've made since that first run with the Breakout version is using 1 Ghost Vacuum in the side over Pick Your Poison. I'm going to be playing this in an RCQ, so I want to kind of see what works, what doesn't. I might try Flytrap after this. I am liking Say Its Name more than Breakout, to be honest. Breakout plays worse into... I'm finding us siding it out a lot because post-board you bring in more creatures. Or sorry, less creatures because you bring in more spells. You often cut things like Screaming Nemesis, which Breakout doesn't really work well with. And then... I think the only way we like lose is them having actual removal, so yeah, so Flytrap was something I was considering. The thing is, Flytrap, it doesn't have haste, which I like out of Nemesis. Nemesis works better into like the red-based matchups, which has some utility. It could threaten like a Kaido. Folks don't always want to block it, so it's got pseudo unblockable. So that was something I was considering. I mean, they might have Deadly Cover-Up. If they do, then they get me with Deadly Cover-Up. So far, I'm liking Say Its Name. I've yet to get Altenac. I keep getting 2, but I don't get the 3rd. Okay. I find it digs deeper, so we're more consistently... Like, we had a turn where we were able to turn 3, have Delirium on, and, like, double strike for 10 damage, which felt good. So I don't see how this deck's ever beating a Forge. So maybe Forge... Let's go Paw Patch. Pyroclasm could be interesting. I mean, I could just bring in all the removal like that. Probably just cut Sinnoh Scout. I think in this matchup, I'm going to cut a couple Violent Urges. I just need to kind of control their board. Keep a couple in there, since they likely won't be playing around it. I think that's it. But no. They didn't show like real removal. Maybe 1 Sinnoh helps me find lines. Let's do 2 Sinnohs. Trim a Curator. Yeah, I haven't been able to... I saw that you posted, Jefferson, but I haven't been keeping up with comments like on the non-live videos. Yeah, like you get the ETB off it, but on its own, it's not like superb. Sleep Curse is a little annoying. Yeah, I think it's ultimately like how aggressive you necessarily want to make it. Because you also have to kind of guess like what the metagame might be. So realistically, Pyro this turn. I guess I could have waited to next turn and tried to double Pyro. Want to hit a land. They might try to do the, like, surprise block. I like my hand, so... I think my meta is going to be a lot of Dimir. I think we get rid of a bolt here. Three pain lines is a bit annoying. Take some damage this turn. I'm not taking this match like too serious. It's not a real deck, so I'm not playing like super optimal. Just trying to get through it so we can play the next match. They're digging for lions. So they could have another counter. Sorcery, instant, creature. That's fine. Take 5. We do have to be a little bit mindful because we have a lot of pain lines. Pop patch isn't bad. I think we just try to kill this on their turn. This is Ward 2. Did I bring in Barrage? I should bring in Litho Barrage. So we're winning the race now. I have Pyroclasm if they just throw out a bunch of 1/1s. Oh, that's frightening. Delirium achieved. Opponent has had enough fun. I do want to play against some real decks. Just give us a feel. Let me rephrase that. I want to play against real decks where we actually play the game. When we're at 13 lines into 1 land, that's not really playing the game. I find you'll lose to real decks. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned in losing. Awesome. How's it going for you? Things you've liked, things you haven't liked. We are playing a slightly different version with Say Its Name over Breakout today, and an Altenac. Opponent goes first. I think we keep. Green land. I actually think we're doing this. Because I can hold up Torch next turn, but this gets me going in terms of hitting line drops. Don't want to deal with that. So I could say its name, try to find a land that could potentially get Delirium up. No problem at all. So I put that together to help me think of stuff too. Like just kind of figure, okay, what would I want in matchups? What wouldn't I want? So if there is like, I had those questions at the bottom too. If you have any input, like what your experience was, that would also be like super useful. So what do I have? I have land, instant. I could get FOMO going, but I think we want to find a land here. A bit annoying, but this only creates red. Oh, Violent Urge is like, I am the most Violent Urge truther now. That card's won me so many games. I was hoping for a green source so I could have had the protection up. Or just played out a Paw Patch. Probably just Paw Patch kick here. I don't know if they're like a Reanimator deck. Yeah, they're a Reanimator. Gonna get Galta next turn. Removal? No removal. Oh no, no, no! I had... Oh my god. I'm dumb. I had the Graveyard Hate in hand. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, I can't believe we just lost. I had the Graveyard Hate. What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. Enchantment, instant, sorcery, creature. I could get the artifact. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways to kind of configure it. I'm just dumb. 3, 7, 9, 11. One off from being able to block. Oh, this is just other attacking creatures. I mean, this game could have been so much easier. Oh, good luck. Yeah, like it's... I had Keen Eye in hand, and I just didn't think. think I could kill them. This gives double strike 14. That's the extra. That's sorcery. Artifact. Okay. I mean, that almost went terribly for us, but we got enough. Got enough. What do I want? What do I want? Definitely want Graveyard Hate. They'd like draw discard effects, but I don't think that's good enough. What did they show removal? They showed Pulse. The target of Paw Patch to me is a lot better. I just find it in that sense. So Pyroclasm could be like their dorks. I don't think we like board too much in this matchup. Like Ghost Vacuum, maybe take out Dragonfire could be fine. Like we want to answer all their cheap stuff. It's probably just a Cenote Scout. Violent Urge could allow us to kind of double strike to trade up if needed. I think we're just doing the one swap. See, the thing is though, against like mono white, they're gonna have a lot of insulated stuff. And I ordered the full set. I just find also instant speed could be relevant. You can blow up like a roll token. Okay, let's see. My guess is they have like Valgavoth and stuff. Galta's cool. Oh shit, Atali. Let's go. Don't have Maelstrom Pulse. I'd love a protection effect for Keen Eye, but okay, so they didn't hit. You know what? At least it was all lands that I took off the top of my library. Hey Andrea, how's it going? Hey Vanishing Golem. We are gonna keep second Keen Eye. Just mono green shitters, let's go. I mean, when was the last time you saw Gishath? Not Gulta, Gishath. Oh, and Gulta. Okay, they're playing Dino Reanimator. Respect the cause. I'm gonna hold this just because they've shown Maelstrom Pulse, and I don't want to get both of them taken out. I can just eat away at their graveyard this turn. If they play a creature, I have Torch the Tower. I mean, it's cool. Almost had us. Surveil lands, I think, would really help out this deck. That or play like Squirming Emergence. You can find the deck here, Victor, under the Events tab on Untapped. Since we're moving through a lot of stuff, once I finish like the stream, then I'll have a curated cut, but not too many changes that were made. I saw some lists that were running a 1 or 2 of Audacity. Yeah, since it's an event, it's not under my main Untapped profile. You have to switch from Constructed to Events. Alright. Opponents had enough. I love Historic. Historic's my favorite format. I think it's a strong enough power level, but also gives you enough variety. There's powerful Modern Horizon cards, but you could still do like other kind of broken stuff. Timeless just became like 4 decks. I loved Timeless originally when you could play like Jund midrange, kind of like value piles, but now everything's just trying to win the game on turn 1, 2, 3. So it's very polarized in those. Standard's hit or miss for me. There's a lot you can do, but there's still a lot that's at a power level that's much higher than the others. Got a lot of folks hanging out today. If you do enjoy this content, normally we do a lot of metagame analysis on the channel. But if you want to tune in, see what's happening, make sure to subscribe. Free, easy, helps out. We broke 16,000, so nice little milestone there. Hand's a little awkward. I can't cast Kenai on curve. But we got some wildfires to hopefully smash in. And Harambe did nothing wrong, so Harambe stands. It's a mix of arena-only cards and... So mono red. That's why I wanted to ideally play Kenai out. Try me. So the thing about main decking Forge, I had it in the earlier versions, but they kept bringing in Audacity. I might switch back to try that out to see how it works. I want to hold up this torch. I think there's a lot of utility in it. Because if they try to go for like a rage turn, I can blow them out with torch. Getting the snake skin out is really good there. Swift Spear. could ditch another Curator, but... I think we're doing this. That's a great trade for me. There was a line I played this out, but then I have to discard, and I think the 3/3 bodies is relevant. The enchantment from Royal doesn't go into the graveyard. It doesn't see. It's a token, so you don't get it afterwards. I mean, I'm probably just trading off my board here. Like, I'm happy with this, I think. You know what? I should have done face, because I can't play this out now. Because I gotta ditch this, and I want to keep this. Just go Patchwork. Just exile that. I don't want him to get the double strike. Do I have a land in the yard? I don't, so... This makes Delirium, and it lets me attack in. Got him. Got him! Got him, got him, got him. Yeah, that's what I found. It's a little tricky in those matchups. So in this matchup here, I usually just kind of bring in all the removal. Pyros, Witch Stalkers, Frenzies could be reasonable. They're on Gruul, so but they don't have flyers. Think coming out. Think Violent Urge. Just we're gonna be trading 1-for-1 a lot, so I think we just kind of stick to our threats. The protection spells can be reasonable because it keeps me alive. Might be on the play we don't want as many. Honestly, this is just like a reasonable blocker, I think. It survives Pyroclasm, so probably a Sinnoh Scout. I might not even keep the protection spells. Hey Romeo, how's it going? So with Royal Treatment, you get the roll token. It would trigger Eerie, anything that cares about enchantments entering. But the roll token isn't a permanent in your graveyard. Sinnoh can help us find a land potentially. We have the Screaming Nemesis. We're on the play. I think this is fine. Try to trade early. Never didn't have it. So I think here getting Delirium's probably better. So I'd prefer an instant speed. This gives me some flexibility. Manifold. It could have protection. How am I playing out this turn? Tack in, kind of bait them into the double. Because if they have Monstrous Rage... They kind of bait their... Yeah, let's do Nemesis here. I want to just force the spell out of them. Now, okay, they don't have Valiant. That's good. Gets me Delirium. No, I was trying to bait them into the Snakeskin. They're a line where they attack with all. Probably not. Because like I'm not going to get this on discount. So this, at least if they have a removal spell, I get some value. Charming Scoundrel's an interesting one. They get the Wicked roll there, so that's double strike. They were playing the game like they had it the entire time, so... Pyroclasm is interesting. Do I just pivot? Wish I had one more land. I mean, if we get Altenac out, it could be good. Try to find the land. Take a hit. It's an iffy line. So Spear is fine. Kenai. We're just gonna try to race now. Because if I get Altenac, it's big. They're flooding, so I think we're good. Maybe should have done it on a different one. It doesn't matter. Okay. We got it. They flooded pretty hard. I'm doing it. Doing it! Doing it for the content. Yeah, they flooded real hard. They had a reasonable start. Pyroclasm just cleaned up a lot of their board. I mean, it was win more, but we're here to win more. I'll be able to go for about, until we lose or hit about 40 more minutes, and then I'll be back later in the afternoon. I just gotta take care of some lunch, have some family coming over. Hand's a little cucka platter. But we'll try it. No Delirium enablers, but Wicker Folk can be 2. We have Royal Treatment. What we need is a land. They could have Shard Mage Rescue, but I think I have to play this anyways, as though they don't. Land is good. They have Guide by Soul, or Sheltered by Ghost. I can't really do much. I have to be aggressive here. Don't have it. Don't have it. One turn, don't have it. I have a Royal Treatment. We're fine. I just wasn't going to push enough damage. Don't have it. Don't have it. Perfect. Don't care about that. Turn on Delirium. Okay, should be okay. I've sheltered. Our royal treatment, they could have sheltered. Creeper's fine. That's a little annoying. They're gonna gum up the board. We don't currently have a trampler. Four power is reasonable here. No. No! And the first strike. That's nasty. How do I do this? I lose to another sheltered, which they could have. I might have to try to get him with the double strike. So I have to play as though... Fine. Paw Patch, Obliterating Bolt, Barrage. Probably Snakeskin. They could have Rest in Peace, so our graveyard plan won't be as effective. So the question is probably Trim to Violent Urge. This matchup just incidentally seems like it's going to be really strong for like against us. Targeting could be reasonable. The protection effects are reasonable. 5 cards to cut. Probably Trim on 2 Beasties in this matchup. Trim on a Curator. I'm just worried if they do have like the graveyard hate, I want a plan that's not revolving around it. So maybe a Cenote, and then maybe just a Curator. We'll see. I assume the blue-white enchantments deck is going to have Rest in Peace. So things like Beastie just don't do anything. Don't think we can keep this hand. We can keep this. Let's go. I'd like both. Guess the question is, are we valuing these instants with ways to protect? And then would I rather the counter or the roll token, which taxes them? Probably the roll token here. No scavenger? Damn. Yeah. That's a terrible draw. Okay. No sheltered 1 turn. No sheltered 1 turn. Don't think we're gonna be around long this game. Okay, so Patchwork's out, say its name's out. We're gonna go Forges instead. Just play like Gruul midrange. I don't think I could win this. Like, that's a great start for them. I can't really increase my power without... I need some removal. Torch isn't bad. If they have Shard Mage, I'm just conceding. I can't. Can't win this one. I can't. I mean, we're losing to these like weird decks. There's nothing I can do against that one. So we went 3-1, a 4-3 with this one overall. Fade from history. Is that the Brothers War? So the other idea... Say its name has been good. I liked it. The question is... Do we want to try a run with these in the side, Forge main? Forge gives you another artifact in the main to get Delirium going. It's a bit slower. Sideboard's been okay. The Royal Treatment as a one-of's been okay. Dragonfire's been, like, okay. In Forge they're gonna have anyways. Forge gives me a better chance in game 1 against mono white, or game 2 and stuff. They're gonna... Let's try the swap. We're just trying things out right now. There's things like Beastie Beatdown, but I don't like that because of sorcery speed. The same with Flytrap. Like, you get the ETB from it, but it's slow on its own. So Alternact's just like free play. It's a discard effect as well. It's more say its name filling our yard has been relevant. That I've liked it better than Breakout. Because I found I was just boarding out Breakout in like every matchup. This also helps me enable Delirium faster. The Pop Hatch recruits have been okay. Like, they've still been reasonable. The other thing we can try out is maybe a Torch. Move Torch to the side, or just do 2 torches. We have Dragonfire, because we don't have a lot of ways to sack, but we have a lot of 3s. Maybe it's just down. We could just trim down to like 1 protection effect. Could do 2 forges. I like these in the number that they are. I've liked all these. Because the other thing I was thinking about was an Audacity. It's another way to push trample damage through. Let's just try the Forge first. See how that goes. Breakout plays really nice with, like, say its name, or not say its name, FOMO, but you end up probably only going to be able to do a match or two depending on how long they go, and then we'll come back and then we'll finish the run. We'll do another one with the breakout to see how it plays out. No, I don't like Ren because of how much Demir is and like Pixie. They have a lot of cheap flyers. There's a lot of bounce in the format, and it doesn't block well against mono red. And looks pretty decent. I think it is in the dart. I can't cast this anyways, so they're going away. Oh, I could cast. No, I can't. It would be on turn 4. I can think we're mono red. Domain. Some sort of Rona deck. So this would die to cut down right now. But probably. So there's that reason, and then also like the functional reason. I'm playing this for an RCQ, and I don't want to spend like 50 bucks on Ren. Okay, what if we just milled over nothing but lands? Relic. I mean, they're not doing anything fair. Holy lands. So it's iffy because this keeps me with Delirium. Land, instant sorcery. So I can get the Restless. So that lets me attack in for more this turn. Maybe we just do that. They need an answer this turn. No, Ren's about 12 bucks Canadian each. So it's like 48 bucks plus shipping and everything to get him here. Oh, they're Kona Omniscience. Alright. What do you put into play? Atraxa? Omniscience? Overlord? Dumbass deck. Maybe I can juke him.
First you, then your ghost.
Royal Treatment might protect me. So, how am I doing this? Violent Urge to double strike. They just block. Do it with the land next turn. Or not. I don't really have Artifact Hate either.
Let me get a read on the situation.
A lot of lands there. Alright. Find your Atraxa. Show me what you got. This is like Jim Davis's list, I think. But he realizes they need to actually win the game. You can take game actions.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I. Just give up already.
Just want to see like what their lines are. I think it's fine. Like this deck, if we knew it was against Kona, the way we kind of play is a little different. They're also playing like a bunch of bad cards, like Runescar Demon on its own, Kaya on its own. So they aren't showing white mana, so they don't likely have Rest in Peace. Might be a Ghost Vacuum deck. Well, that's partially why. The games could potentially go long, so using a bit of clock could be relevant, but also they haven't shown... Because they're a tutor deck, I want to see what targets they can tutor for. Like, they're not actually... They need to just keep bouncing Kaya to hand to win, but they're taking their time. They're, like, ramping for no reason. I mean, they could keep doing it, but until they, like, win the game, they want to just kind of play with themselves for a bit.
Nobody deserves these blades more than Phyrexia. You're not safe from me.
Maybe get them, like, they block wrong. We'll see. Again, I doubt it, but they're taking a lot of time.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so
I mean, they could have won, like, 2 turns ago. It's just that there's a small chance that we might be able to win, so... They're also running out of timers.
Get in, deal some damage, get out. Sounds easy enough. You're not safe from me.
So we're just kind of... They're playing with themselves.
Basically a pro at saving the world by now. That's just a start.
They could also get to the point where they can just attack in. Like, there should be no reason it's taking them this long to do their selections, but if they want to waste clock, let them have it. I mean, you can't really interact with Kaya, so I guess it's okay.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I. Just give up already.
They wasted like a couple turns where they were just going with the Overlord to make more mana. Alright. So, how do we want to attack this? Paw Patch doesn't hit, unfortunately. There's the Nemesis, which could be okay. Like, looking at their mana, they probably bring in more removal. Like, Witch Stalker doesn't do much. Honestly, it's probably just going to be... Like, I don't have stuff for this matchup. Probably want all the aggressive stuff. Violent Urges are probably going to be important. All this stuff's important. Keen Eye can exile their graveyard. Maybe just trim on. Yeah. I'm just going to bring like instant speed, removal, everything else that attacks in. Yeah, Nemesis could be right. Probably Overforge. I should have done that. So I've personally liked it more for the strategy. I'm testing it right now. That being said, we've been playing a weird mix of matches where they're just not real decks, a couple of them. Like this Omniscience deck isn't a real meta deck, so it's hard to kind of determine, is this something you like? I think for the Plan of Delirium it's better than Breakout. I was taking out a lot of cards. I think... How are we doing this? So Fear of Missing Out gets hit by Cut Down. I can have double next turn. I think we're just gonna push some damage. I can break up their like Ghost Vacuum loops. Do I want to go FOMO here? Ditch the Ghost Vacuum. Push in damage. Try to dig for some removal. Then have Wildfire with protection up. They want to trade, that's fine. We have to try to go deep here. Gives us a better chance of finding something. Yeah, that Bolo deck's pretty cool. I mean, if they have it, that's turn 4, 2 games in a row. Can't really play around it. I could break up the bounce combo at least. I have Elf. Come on. Both games in a row. Okay, so they didn't have. They had. I might block the link victors, so I'll post it in the chat after. It won like the standard challenge. If you go to MTGO deck list, if you Google that, you'll see it as like it was yesterday or Friday. I forget. I think we're just doing that. So they did show Elf. They did show a couple bigger things with the. I think it's probably just the same. Maybe one less violent urge, one obliterating bolt. But even then, I don't love bolt. There's Witchstalker, but Witchstalker, I need 4 mana, which is going to be hard. Because the thing is, they kind of go that turn. It's too slow. We do have Torch and Cenote. Actually, this hand might be okay. We have a couple ways. I think we keep this. I think we keep it. I could Torch their Elf on 1 and then play Cenote. Perfect. Never didn't have it. So I can bargain this so that way I can torch it after. Which could work. Gives me a little bit more option. I do want to hit a land, if not... No! I wanted to hold full control. Wanted to hold full control there. Okay, if we hit one more land, we're okay. They have this cottage, so I can't attack. A little annoying. So they get Kona here. So I think here it's FOMO out the Curator. Maybe I should have played Curator because it could have broken up the effect. I maybe should have kept Curator over the Wildfire. Guess I can't beat Atraxa. No land, just go Coma. Nemesis is good. So I attack with Screaming Nemesis, give it double strike. Yeah, I was gonna Dragonfire Kona. First strike plus the bonus. Like gains. Oh, okay. I have it. Sorry, Stargout. I wasn't sure if your comment was in respect to that. All right. That was a good one. That felt good. That felt good. Timing wise, 12:30. Probably okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have to run for this. But I will be back later today. We'll Hey, GG's. You game one, you could have just won a lot quicker. You were spending like too much time with the odd loop. Because I was gonna make you show your win con, and you were playing a bit slow, so your timer was going. That's why I made you play it out. Because there's a bunch of different loops you can do, so I was trying to understand what your loop was. But you were like wasting time. I think I'm liking it more. We're gonna continue this. We'll do another one with oh, if you're on mobile, yeah. Sorry. I don't like you're playing an off-meta deck with a like you could play Heroic Intervention, you could play a bunch of different ways to win. So without me knowing, I have to make you play out the lines to see. Yeah, but you chose the Overlord one turn, and because depending on what you played, if you timed out, I had the double strike in hand. So depending what I drew, I might have been able to actually beat you if you misblocked. That's why I kind of was playing it out. And also because like timing wise, the games might have gone long, so the clock might have made a difference. All right, folks, I gotta run. My neighbor's ringing my doorbell, and my mother-in-law is going to be here in a moment for lunch, but I'll be back later today. We'll finish this run, and we'll make a distinction. Say its name or Breakout as the card for the deck. We'll catch you next time. See you later, bit.